Daniel didn't confront Clara, not because he was afraid, but because something inside him told him that silence at this moment was louder than words. He began to notice things he had ignored for years: the way Clara now removed her wedding ring before leaving for work, the way she answered calls in another room, the way her laughter had changed, lighter, careless, unfamiliar. One evening, while they ate dinner in silence, Clara casually mentioned a name. Ayo. Daniel looked up slowly, not suspicious, just attentive. Ayo? He asked. Yes, she replied quickly. Our legal consultant, very smart guy. He's been helping us restructure some things at the office. Restructure. Daniel nodded and returned to his food. But inside his mind, a quiet alarm rang. Because Clara never talked about colleagues at home. Never. Over the next few weeks, the name appeared again, and again, and again. Ayo suggested this. Ayo thinks it's better we do it that way. Ayo will handle it. Every time his name came up, Clara's tone softened. Her shoulders relaxed. Her eyes lit up. Daniel remembered that look. It was the same look she used to give him when he was building the company from nothing, sleeping 3 hours a night, chasing investors, begging banks. That realization hurt more than anger ever could. The company hosted a private corporate event one Friday night. Daniel attended as he always did, quiet, observant, invisible. That was where he saw Ayo for the first time. Tall, immaculate suit, confident smile, too confident. When Ayo approached Clara, he didn't keep distance. He leaned in, spoke softly, laughed freely. Then he turned to Daniel. The handshake was firm, but wrong, not respectful, not curious. It was the handshake of a man who had already replaced you in his mind. Nice to finally meet you, Ayo said, smiling. Daniel smiled back. Yes, Daniel replied calmly. Finally. Later that night, Daniel stepped out onto the balcony for air. That was when he heard Clara's voice. She was on the phone, low, careful, intimate. Not yet, she whispered. Everything has to be secured first. Pause. Yes, once it's finalized, I'll be free. Free. The word cut through Daniel like a blade. Free from the marriage or free from him? Daniel didn't interrupt. He didn't react. He simply listened. And in that moment, he understood something painful but important. Clara had already left the marriage emotionally. She was just waiting to leave it legally. That night, Daniel lay beside her in bed. Clara slept peacefully. Daniel stared at the ceiling. He replayed every sacrifice. The land he sold, the loans he guaranteed, the nights he chose work over rest. Also, Clara could rise. And now she was planning to erase him quietly, without drama, without warning, without mercy. The next morning, Daniel did something unexpected. He stopped being available. He stopped asking questions, stopped offering advice, stopped attending strategy meetings, Clara noticed. You've been distant, she said one evening. Daniel smiled faintly. Just tired, he replied. But deep inside, a switch had flipped. Daniel began watching, recording, documenting. Because if Clara thought she was planning a clean exit, she had underestimated one thing. Daniel wasn't emotional anymore. He was methodical. And methodical men are dangerous. Music darkened slightly. Clara thought she was weeks ahead. What she didn't know was that Daniel had already taken his first step.